Welcome back. So glad that you joined me. How often is it that we truly think about what we're doing? Or is it that the only reason why we're doing something or thinking about something is so that we're able to get something in return? Now, I know for a lot of us, this is a thought, it's a question, it's something that we really don't want to deal with because of the very fact that in dealing with this, we have to answer the question as to what our motives are in what it is that's actually driving us to do things. Too often, I don't know about you, but I know with me driving down the road or going on a trip, you always see that one person that's asking for help, and it always comes back into your mind, what are they going to do if I do this, this, or this? Now, as I was reminded a long time ago, what they do with what we give is their thought in turn. It's, are we gracious enough to actually give from what God has given us? Even more, are we gracious enough to actually help those in our midst that need help? Dare I even raise the question, are we gracious enough to even help those that are in our immediate family that need help? That might strike a note home, that might not. But remember, family is more than blood. It's more than the people living in your house. It's the greater community at large. Are we willing to go and do what Jesus has asked us to do, to continue on the mission that he's placed us on? Today's verse comes to us from Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 17. It says this: one who is gracious to a poor man lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his good deed. What's amazing about that verse is this payment, the concept in it is something that has already been done before. Now, we're not talking about us doing this before. We're talking about God paying us in turn has been something that has already been in process and in session before anything ever was, due to the very fact that because God is God, he knows what's going on. Since God knows what's going on, he has things prepared even before we even know it. I don't know about you, but in my mind, that is an amazing thing. The very fact that our God, the God that we worship, the God that created us, has a plan for all of this. That while we don't understand it in its full complexity, he's the one that's seeing us through. He's the one that's guiding our path. He's the one that's using us to bless others so that in blessing others, not only are we a blessing, but we're blessed in return. Maybe that's what we need to focus on. Maybe that's what our prayer needs to be, is for God to make us that continual blessing that we're needing to be so that we can continue to go and bless others every single moment of every single day. Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to study God's Word together. God bless.